I can still hear the rain from that night. It wasn't wild or dramatic, just constant and uncaring. As if the universe couldn't care less that my wife hadn't come home. It was past 2 a.m. Every time headlights slid across the living room wall, I lifted my head, expecting to see her car pull into the driveway. It never did. A week earlier, she'd mentioned a work event. Just a small gathering, she said lightly, tucking her hair behind her ear. Most of the marketing team will be there, my boss too. And I believed her. After 8 years, trust becomes instinctive. You don't keep watch over what you believe is safe. By 3 a.m., her phone was going straight to voicemail. My last message, you okay? Never even delivered. Eventually, the rain tapered off as night dissolved into morning, leaving behind a sharper, colder silence that filled both the house and my chest. At exactly 7:12 a.m., the front door opened. She walked in with her heels hanging from one hand, hair tangled, lipstick smudged, eyes dull and unfocused. I didn't say a word. I just stared. She froze when she saw me. Still awake, still sitting on the couch, still wearing the same clothes. "Hey," she murmured. "I didn't want to wake you." I smiled, exhausted and empty. "You didn't. I never slept." Her eyes darted around, searching for an explanation that wasn't there. After the party, we went out for drinks. I didn't realize how late it got. She cracked mid-sentence like she always did. Lying was never her strength. Once, that had made her endearing. "Your boss was there too?" I asked. She paused, just briefly, then nodded. "Yeah, everyone was." "Good," I said calmly. "Then he'll understand the invoice." Her forehead creased. "Invoice for the Uber I'm about to take so I can pack your things." The color drained from her face. "What are you saying, Michael?" I stood, keeping my voice steady. "No games. Not at 3 in the morning. Not after 8 years. You left this house last night as my wife and came back as someone I don't recognize." Her lips trembled. "It's not what you think." "Then tell me what I should think." She opened her mouth. Nothing came out. Just silence, the suffocating kind. I turned away and poured coffee I'd brewed hours earlier. It was cold and bitter, exactly right for the moment. She followed me. "Please, can we talk?" "Talk about what?" I asked without turning around. "That you turned your phone off? That you walked in after sunrise? Or should we talk about why your boss's watch was sitting in your passenger seat?" She gasped, her hand flying to her mouth as if she could push the guilt back down. "I already called him," I said quietly. "Told him I found his Rolex. He didn't even hesitate. Just said, 'Oh, thanks, man.' Like it was normal." Tears filled her eyes. I felt nothing, no anger, no heartbreak, just a deep, tired certainty. I set the mug down. "You chose this, Sarah. Now I'm choosing differently." She reached for me. "Please don't leave." I stepped back. "You left first." I grabbed my jacket, my keys, and walked out, leaving her on the floor whispering my name as if it still held power. The sun was rising, soft and golden, but I felt no warmth, only clarity. At work, I opened my laptop and typed a single email. Subject line, her name, addressed to her company. The message was brief. "Thought you should know what your senior marketing executive was doing with her manager last night. See attached." It wasn't rage. It wasn't revenge. It was an ending, a period at the end of a sentence. When I hit send, nothing exploded. The world simply went quiet. Her first text came 20 minutes later. "Michael, what did you do?" Then another. "We can fix this." Then one from him. "You're going to ruin everything." That one stopped me cold. "You're going to ruin everything." Not I ruined everything. Even exposed, she still refused responsibility. That's when I knew I'd done the right thing. By noon, my phone wouldn't stop vibrating. I ignored every call while I packed one duffel bag. The house, once warm, now looked like a crime scene. Every framed photo felt like evidence. At 2 p.m., there was a knock. Melissa, her closest friend, stood there, eyes wide with panic. "Michael, what happened?" "She says you sent something to her office." "I did." "That's harsh," she whispered. "You could have just left." "I tried leaving emotionally months ago," I said. "She never noticed." Melissa swallowed. "She says it was a mistake. Most betrayals are." She left shortly after. I locked the door behind her. Final. That night, an email arrived from HR. "Thank you for your report. We will be conducting an internal investigation." I didn't feel victorious, but I didn't feel guilty either. There's a thin line between forgiving someone and abandoning your dignity. She crossed it. When she came home that evening, her face was wrecked from crying. "You got me fired," she sobbed. "No," I said evenly. "You did. I just stopped covering for you." She collapsed onto the couch. "You could have talked to me first. You didn't have to destroy me." "Destroy you?" I echoed softly. "I spent years holding you together. I just let go." She cried harder. It was one mistake. One night doesn't end a marriage, I said. But hiding it does. I'll go to therapy, she begged. I'll fix it. I shook my head. You can't rebuild something that stopped existing last night. The silence that followed wasn't heavy anymore. It was final. I handed her an envelope. Inside were the divorce papers. You had these ready? She whispered. No, I said. I printed them this morning. I walked to the door. You'll be okay, Sarah. Just not in my life. Outside, the air felt cleaner. I didn't feel broken. I felt free. A week later, I moved into a small apartment near the ocean. Quiet, simple mine. Some evenings I sat on the balcony listening to the waves and realized something important. You can lose yourself trying to save someone who doesn't want to be saved. A month passed. Then a single text from her. I hope you're happy. I replied, not happy, just at peace. I sent it without hesitation. Because real closure wasn't her career falling apart or the truth coming out. Closure was this. I no longer needed her apology to heal. Sometimes the most devastating revenge isn't destruction. It's freedom. And the morning the sun rose over the ocean, washing everything in gold, I finally understood what peace feels like.